What's going on, team, and welcome back to another video. So I already talked to you about smart money versus retail traders and how smart money uses the retail traders as liquidity. But now the question is, what is liquidity? So today I want to talk to you about the importance of liquidity and how it can get you one step closer to viewing the markets in a smart money perspective. So I'm sure you've already heard of the term liquidity before, but if you haven't, it just refers to the open interest that's in the market. And if you don't know what open interest is, it's simply the resting orders in the market. These can be stop losses, new market orders, or limit orders. And this liquidity is what moves the markets. Also, one thing to keep in mind is that some price levels have more liquidity than others. So for example, a $100 price point could have more liquidity than a $200 price point. So whenever the market gets to that $100 price point, there's going to be more reaction there versus the $200 price point. Another reason why liquidity is so important is because it allows us to get in and out of our trades with ease. Now, if you remember the video of me talking about a trading market, I mentioned that for every buyer, there must be a seller on the other side and vice versa. So if there's a lot of liquidity resting at your area of interest, your orders are going to execute immediately because there is a buyer or a seller on the other side. But in the case scenario that there is low liquidity, your orders may not fill, again because there's inefficient buying and selling on the other side. Now, moving forward, here is a universal law that I need you to write down into your notes. And that is that the markets will always move from highs to lows and from lows to highs. This is a known universal law because above every high and low in the marketplace, there is liquidity resting there. Now, your question may be, well, Nenif, how do you know that there is resting orders or resting liquidity above these highs and lows? Now, it all goes back to what I said before in my previous video with retail and smart money. And that is that all the books and the videos that you see online teach us the exact same ways. And remember, if we're all learning the same, then we're all trading the same, which means similar entries and stop losses, which in other terms is liquidity. So taking a look at this example again with a simple range. Again, we have resistance here and support here. The books teach us that if you get in around support, to have your stop loss resting below the level. And if you get in around the resistance level, to have your stop loss above the range high. The books also teach us about breakout strategies. So if we have a range here and it breaks out lower, this is telling traders to enter into a short position. And vice versa, if we break out of the range to the upside, it tells traders to enter new long positions. So going back to what I was saying earlier, because smart money knows these concepts, this is why they use it to their advantage. So if a retail trader gets in around support, what smart money is waiting for is for them to get stopped out, then they enter looking for their long positions. This is also what we refer to as a liquidity sweep, because any liquidity that was resting below this level just got wiped out completely. And if you remember what I said before, where retail money is losing, smart money is winning. Now that you have a basic understanding of how liquidity works, let's take a look at an uptrend example. Each time that the market creates a higher low, just generates more liquidity for us. Because you understand that the market moves from highs to lows and lows to highs because of liquidity, if you see an uptrend that the lows were never hit, that means that there is untapped liquidity there, so the market should drive down towards that level. So what will happen is the market will end up topping out and coming all the way back down to target these liquidity levels. But with that being said, if you have any further questions on this video, always reach out through the Discord community or message me privately.